I have an infestation happening. Look at this. And now there are maggots everywhere in here. It smells horrible. That egg is the culprit. I've got to get all these little rotten fly eggs off of the good eggs. This is the #1 biggest pain in the butt dealing with this incubator. I don't know how these flies get in. Let me tell you, it is not a pleasant smell. Oh, just god awful. Now, I want to show you something else really cool. How about 3 beautiful little baby cherry heads poking out right now? Is that beautiful? Hey, Bobby Rubino, there he is. Look, he's all black throat. He is so cool. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Kenan here, and I got some work to do in the incubator. I want to check it, see what's going on in there. I already did a little bit of a peek, which incited me to start this video. Basically, I thought this would be a good opportunity for us to see what happens sometimes to the eggs and how you have to maintain the eggs in an incubator. These are the sea serpent incubators. I love this thing. It's fantastic. But I also get a little bit of drama from time to time, and I have an infestation happening. Look at this. Oh, what a pain in the neck. Look, one of these eggs was bad, and we got a bunch of flies got in, and now there are maggots everywhere in here. We've also got their eggs on our eggs that are actually good still. So I need to get these eggs out and into a fresh container that's sterile. I actually just got done doing this. Basically, what I did was I got a fresh container, I washed it out, got some vermiculite, I put the vermiculite in there, and I've been doing this for many, many years, so I kind of know the feel of how I want my vermiculite to feel as far as humidity and adding water. But what you want to do is you want to do this, if it's the first time, basically a 1-to-1 ratio by weight of water to vermiculite. So you measure out the container with the dry vermiculite, you get a weight. You're going to add the same weight of water in that, mix it together. That gives you the right consistency. But that's what I did to get this ready. It smells horrible. That egg is the culprit, but these eggs don't look good as either. These eggs are good. Oh, well, maybe not this one. I don't know. I didn't wash these, and there looks like there's a crack in this one. No, there's not. So now what I have to do is I've got to get all these little rotten eggs, fly eggs, off of the good eggs. So that's what I want to do. This is probably the #1 biggest pain in the butt when dealing with my eggs here in this incubator. I don't know how these flies get in, but every year they get in. Ugh, these are horrible. This is really awful because they're living eggs, and now I'm smushing them to get them off, and they're sticky, and it's no fun. There's probably a better way to do this. If you guys know, let me know. I'm just trying to save these eggs quick. So I'm not rotating the egg because they've been in here for a while. I want to be gentle with the eggs. So there we go. There's one. Get this one out. Again, just getting all these rotten carrion flies is what they're called. We want to get these off of the egg. And they leave these little pock marks, not pock marks, but little spots from their egg casings. This egg does not feel good. What I'll do from time to time is I get in the eggs. Oh, this doesn't look good either. You see how dark it is here? It's lighter. That's not a good egg. This egg's fine. Save this one. But what I like to do is I get in here and I check on all the eggs. And this, believe it or not, happened pretty quick. I checked on these eggs probably 3 or 4 days ago, and everything was fine. And then unfortunately, these flies are very quick when they lay their eggs. And as you know, the life cycle of a fly is pretty darn fast. So things happen quickly. These eggs hatch quick, and they could have overrun this entire container and then spread to a bunch of different containers in the incubator, and that could be disastrous. This is just horrible though. This is my least favorite thing to happen. Other than that, there are some things you can do. And I've done it in the past, but then I get nervous about it, and that is using those no pest strips. You can find them at Home Depot. I open up the cage that surrounds them, and it's like a yellow bar, like almost looks like a candy bar, but definitely don't eat it. It's insecticide. But I open it up, and I cut it and place a square inside the incubator. And that does cut down on the flies. It's not 100% foolproof, but my concern is, well, I'm using an insecticide next to developing embryos, and there is a transfer of oxygen through the eggshell. And I would hate to have anything happen to our little animals, our little hatchlings, as they are incubating in here. So this is just what I do. I just got to be more proactive. We know this one's no good. That one's definitely no good. Usually what happens also is the flies attack the eggs that are rotten. No bueno. But this one, on the other hand, feels good. I'm going to need both my hands, guys. Sorry for the static shot. But I need both me hands as I do this. We're going to just make sure there's no cracks or eggs on this. Sometimes I wash the eggs when I get them out of the ground. Other times I leave them. And interestingly enough, it seems like the ones with dirt on them tend to have less fly eggs on them. Maybe I'm wrong. Here's some eggs here. But still not quite as many as the others. And I often wonder, is the mucus from the female tortoise, does it act as some kind of insecticide or deterrent? Does it form some kind of coating on the egg? I'm not 100% sure. I've heard that said before. This egg I'm not 100% sure about. Let me see. You also can give the eggs a sniff test. If you smell the eggs and they smell bad, chances are they are. Let's see. Nope. Smells good. As good as an egg that came out of the cloaca of a tortoise can. So you just want to make sure you're gentle, that's all. We're pulling off all these egg casings. It's thankless work, but necessary if you want to be a good reptile farmer. And this is the last one. And of course, I'm going to keep checking this. The other thing I've done, and I've used permethrin, and I've sprayed kind of on the outside of the egg casings. And what that has done, or the egg box rather, the Tupperware. And what that does is that deters if an insect lands on it, you know, they'll get the insecticide on them and die. But look at this egg cracked. And let me tell you, it is not a pleasant smell when that happens. So I'm gonna take this out, dump out all of this, just get rid of that completely. But now we've got a clean, fresh incubating box for these eggs. So let's go in and see what's happening in the incubator. We do have some fun surprises. You don't think I'm just gonna show you a boring incubator, right? We just wanna check and see what's going on. Give it a sniff test. This guy looks okay. Let's see what else is going on in here. Just gently lift this. Are there any flies in there? Sometimes you might see the egg and you can get that egg out quick before other eggs are infected. So I like to just check. They look okay. I like to just check my eggs every couple of days. You might even want to do this every day. It's also okay to kind of let this incubator breathe a bit. Is this the one I just put back in? Yes. Okay. Little Looney Tune, here I am. And then, oh no, see, look at this, guys. Look at this. This is horrible. That is horrible, see? That's what, oh, that smells just god-awful. Oof. Oh, disasters. So we do have some, this is what attracts the flies. Ah, get rid of that. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna get this fresh one because there's some room left in this one because I see little eggs being laid. So we're gonna get rid of these 2 egg containers and we're gonna try and make some room here. And I'm gonna gently just transfer these eggs. Not gonna hurt the eggs. We're gonna be very careful with them. I also don't like that. And it seems like when you bury the eggs too deep, something happens to where it gets dark and then light up here. I'm not sure if that egg's gonna hatch, but we shall see. This egg looks fine. This egg looks good. Also got to make sure there are no egg casings from the flies. See, I don't like that. I don't like how that got dark and that stayed light. What I've noticed in the past is that means usually that the egg will not develop. But I'm not 100% sure. And that's another thing. You don't want to throw away eggs until they stink. That is very, very important. We're going to make sure we don't have any fly stuff on there. Good. Very good. This one looks fine. And I'm not rotating them too much. Don't worry. So we got to make a little bit more room over here. It's okay if the eggs touch each other. They touch each other inside the nest cavity. So I'm really just trying to consolidate this egg container because we're going to need all the room we can. I think we got a few more eggs to kind of put in. Oh, what was that? What was that? It actually cracked in my hand. This might be an egg that's bad. No. Strange. It didn't crack. It just, that's weird. You never know what's going to happen. So we got these guys. This egg does not look good. No, definitely not. This egg is good though. Oh my gosh. So much up. This one broke. See, it's light and it's leaked out. This one's okay. That one's okay. All right, what I'm gonna do is, I think that's about as much as I can fit in this new container. So we're gonna go ahead and put this back and I'm gonna look and see if we got any room anywhere else. And I think we do. I think we do. And I'm also gonna be pulling out some bad eggs. Yeah, this one's no good. Yeah, we got a couple. And also look, see how this one's sweating? That's bad. Bad egg, dark color, no good. This one here, man, I'm bummed. Some of these eggs just don't look right. That doesn't look right. But that's why reptiles lay a lot of eggs, by the way. All these colors, and you can feel when I shake them a little bit, I'm feeling liquid instead of a solid egg. These I'm not sure about. So we're gonna give them a shot. This guy's no good. That was a little tiny egg that came out there. So here we go. So you got to be prepared to do this and have extra containers if you do get a problem with carrion flies. Nope, that's no good. All right. Okay, so disaster averted. But I'm glad I did this, and I like showing you guys everything I do, and don't worry, we're gonna see something really cool right now. I like to show you how I take care of things in the incubators, and it's not just all being outdoors. You gotta get on into here, and let's see what's going on. How about 3 beautiful little baby cherry heads poking out right now? Is that awesome? 3 baby cherry heads. There's one. Oh, look at this guy's face. Look at how beautiful that is. There's number 2. So in the next couple of days, these guys are gonna hatch out. They start breaking out like this. They get their first breath of fresh air, and then they really start to bust out of the incubator, or rather their eggshell. Here's another guy. So they bust out of that eggshell with that little egg tooth. You can see it just on the tip of his nose there. Beautiful little thing. And as they hatch, they're also unfolding and absorbing their yolk sac, and they're pushing out. And essentially their growth is busting them out of the egg, because they'll continue to grow. Remember, they're folded in half and then they just spread open and they break all the way around with their legs and claws and their nose and their beak, which is what tortoises have. They have the caruncle or egg tooth just sticking out the top, which will fall off in a few weeks after hatching. And what's cool is when one hatches, it wakes, they kind of shake, and it kind of wakes up the other embryos that have been developing at the same time. These guys, of course, were from one clutch. Okay, so they're moving around and they're starting to break out, and that's exactly how things happen in the nest. And believe it or not, I find more rotten nests that have been forgotten. I rarely find animals that hatch out in the ground, and that's why it's great to get them out of the ground into a controlled environment where you can take care of everything, just like you saw me do right now. Now, I want to show you something else really cool. Look at this. Here's what happens after a few days. A little guy, little cherry head, totally out. Is that beautiful? Just a cute little dude. And there is his yolk sac. And it's being absorbed more and more. And I've told people, or I've shown my friends on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, how do you know the difference between a cherry head and a regular baby redfoot hatchling? Well, you can see this black all throughout the plastron, okay? And in my opinion, even though I'm colorblind, they just have a more vibrant color. And they're really, really beautiful. So that's the difference you want to look for between cherry heads and, of course, the regular redfoots. Both are beautiful. These guys just tend to hold on to that red head throughout their life, and it gets redder as they grow. Really, really beautiful little guy here. And what I've done is I just took a little cup that I normally ship these guys in when you purchase one, wet some little paper towel, and that's just keeping him in a nice, comfortable spot so that he can kind of continue to absorb that yolk sac. These guys probably won't eat for about 2 to 3 weeks after hatching, because this yolk sac is really still all the nutrients they need. And that's why, even though they're in this situation, if they were in the nest, they would just be lying, waiting. It might even take a week or two just for them to get out of the actual nest. And so they want to absorb that yolk sac, and when they reach the surface, they want to be ready to move and find food and find shelter really quick, because as we know, baby tortoises and turtles and baby reptiles of all kinds wind up becoming food for so many other animals. So it's a really cool little situation we got going on here. I know some of you may be thinking, oh my God, Kenan, you left that incubator open. It's okay. I let it breathe every now and again. Sometimes slight temperature fluctuations are okay in the incubator because they happen in nature as well. So you can see I'm gonna have to clear this one out as well. So what I'm gonna do is put this back. I'm gonna go set up another clean box, and I'm gonna transfer the eggs before these rotten little guys hatch. It's just part of the process, guys. It's a pain in the neck. But again, if there are any reptile guys out there who've had this situation and you figured it out, hit me up in the comments below, let me know. I don't want to use insecticides, so I'm more hands-on with my eggs. But hey, why not? I'm gonna be hands-on with these little guys anyway. How cute is this little baby tortoise? Very, very cool. We also still have our buddy Bobby Rubino. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Bobby Rubino has been hiding. I just figured I'd give you a quick update on him since we're here. Hey, Bob. Hey, Bobby Rubino. There he is. Look, he's all black throat. And look at him shedding. He is so cool. So this is what we get from the incubator. You get some beautiful animals, and I'm really excited. Sorry, Bobby, I didn't mean to wake you up, pal. He's Bobby Rubino is definitely a tough guy. It's going to take a little while for him and I to become friends. Oh, come on, Bob. Don't be like that. Don't be like that, Robert. Oh, he's such a cool monitor. Let's get his rock back up here. It's nice and hot on top and nice and cool inside. So good job. Hey, come on, Rubino. Come on, Rubino. What's cool about Bobby Rubino is he's been eating rodents, insects, and different fish. So he's really, hey, look at you. This guy wants out, man. I'm gonna have to make a nursery for this guy real soon. He is ready to take on the world, this little cherry head. Awesome stuff, man. All right, I'm gonna get these guys sorted out. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Today, we learned a little bit, I hope. And I hope I've inspired you guys to get to work on breeding these amazing animals. It's so much fun to do, and I love bringing new life into the world, especially turtles and tortoises, where, you know, these animals collectively are some of the most endangered animals on Earth. #1 air-breathing vertebrate facing extinction today are turtles and tortoises. So anytime we breed them in captivity is a good thing. All right, everyone, thanks so much. Like and subscribe and turn on your notifications. And if you're interested in finding more info, go to patreon.com/Kamp Kenan. Become a patron. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.